Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. You join us for this T20 match between the Hyderabad Phoenix and the Chennai Carvers. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell.
The visitors win the toss and will bowl first.
Right, so we're ready to get underway. Always something special about that first delivery. It can really set the tone for the match. Ready for the first ball here in the commentary box. What should be an enthralling contest between these two teams.
Yep.
Big edge. A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch.
Waiting.
And as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Waiting.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
End of the over. 4 runs coming from it. The Sunrisers are 4 for none. A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field.
Yep.
That was a very foolish throw. No chance for run out, and it's just flown to the boundary.
Waiting.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary, a poor delivery, and a fine shot in the end.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Great shot. At least one on offer. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Yep.
Immaculate timing there.
Just strayed a little bit to the leg side, and that's been thrashed away through the onside.
End of the over. 13 runs coming from it. The Sunrisers are 17 for none. Going with spin now.
Wait there.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
Massive edge. Gone. Brilliant in the field.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Waiting.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
Finds the edge.
Just threw the shot too early.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Stumping! Oh!
Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it, rather than just time it.
Down the wicket, misses!
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Good, patient batting in that over. Nothing there to chance their arm on. None from it.
Yes.
Great shot.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
White there.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
White on.
Beaten on the drive.
Nice ball.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score runs. Thick edge.
Just threw the shot too early.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yes, sir.
They'll get at least one. Caught!
Yeah!
Completely ridiculous to pluck that one.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail. Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. Can't bowl there. Too full and helped on its way.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side. Not letting batters build any momentum. Going with pace now. Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yeah. There'll be runs here.
Pierced the gap and gets their first runs.
Nicely played.
No troubles getting back to play that shot.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
They need to get their calling right. Mix-ups like that won't help either of this pair. It was a nice-looking shot, full and in the slot, just couldn't find the gap.
Gee, they're bowling well at the moment. They complete another very good over. And with that, 5 fielders can now be put outside the circle. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Yeah! They'd look for a couple here. Too good. Not sure anyone is going to cut that off.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Misjudge that and takes a hit on the body. Big edge. Where's that going? A couple on offer here. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Doesn't beat the infield.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot, couldn't find a gap.
Over. The Sunrisers are 39 for 2.
Yeah, yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible. Confident appeal. Could it be? The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Well, the margin in this game can be so fine. Not hitting a thing ends up wasting a review.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
Yep.
Huge edge. Straight to the fielder. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
9 runs added there. The Sunrisers are 48 for 2. Misses everything.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Wait on.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Well, he can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
A little late on that. No runs scored. Short and wide. Did well to get some bat on that.
4 runs added in that over. The Sunrisers are 52 for 2.
Yep.
Effortless. A gift, really. Floated it up there and dealt with.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary. A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper.
Yep.
Gorgeous on drive. Mid-on has work to do.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
bowling. Yep.
Not taken. A boundary, but not a convincing one.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Wait on. Yep.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Waiting.
Brilliant diving stop. The Sunrisers weren't given much of an opportunity. A very tidy over. Ali from the south end. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yeah.
Gets back and punches it beautifully.
A little bit short, not horribly short, moves the feet well and the hands even better.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Waiting.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Drives and misses everything.
Beautiful slower delivery. Just hitting air on that one. That was just too good.
Nice.
Oh, yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice running between the wickets. Clipping the pads, not the bat, though.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these two.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yep.
Big edge. Couldn't get it through the field.
Yes, nice bowling.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Yeah.
Punch behind point all the way to the boundary.
Too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Yeah, yeah.
Really good shot there.
Straight through the line of the ball, right out of the middle of the bat.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Yep.
There'll be one run here for them.
Nice bowling.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky to survive.
for 2.
10 runs added in that over. The Sunrisers are 83 for 2. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Oh, yes, nice bowling.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Bowler.
Surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Yeah.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Just strayed a little bit to the leg side, and that's been thrashed away through the onside.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
That's the over. The Sunrisers are 89 for 2. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end. Massive edge. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot. Just great bowling. Gets the ball to turn, and it just misses the stumps.
Just misses. Must have only been millimetres from hitting leg.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep.
Got that away nicely.
Just perfection. A majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Nice.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Yep.
Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Oh, didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yeah, yeah.
Edged. Unplayable.
Keeper.
A wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again. Beaten on the drive.
Nice bowling.
A big swing and a miss. Completely deceived by the lack of pace on that delivery.
Yep.
Thick edge. 6 runs added there. The Sunrisers are 99 for 2.
Hold that!
Huge appeal.
Yep.
Edged it.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Edged.
Just threw the shot too early.
Edge. Amazing delivery.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary. End of the over. 4 runs coming from it. The Sunrisers are 103 for 2. Ali coming back into the attack.
Into the attack for the Chennai Carvers.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Bowler is confident on this one. And taken. Superb delivery.
That was a real shame. That was a brilliant innings. Really was heading towards something special. A good wicket to take at this stage.
Yep.
Too full. Got what it deserved.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
Great shot.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate.
Yeah, yeah.
Well placed, should get a single. Nicked it.
Sharma shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Threw the hands at it, somehow missed everything.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
Wait!
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Ballers in. Wait there.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
Yeah, yeah.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Keeper.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
A couple on offer here.
Wait.
Straight to the fielder.
Yep.
Not a smart decision, you feel, not to run there. Mustn't have a lot of faith in their partner, if you ask me.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Wow, that's missed the lot.
Sharma shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Yep, yep.
Picked that well, and that's on its way to the boundary.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Another really good over comes to an end. The batters just haven't been able to cut loose in the last few overs.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice shot.
It was in the air for a long time, but 4 bounced just inside the rope.
Oh, that's a great ball.
Another one gone, the 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Yeah.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Huge edge.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, They now know the areas they need to be hitting. Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep, yep.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
And that's the end of the innings. The Sunrisers have set a target of 139 runs. Chance to run two.
Yeah, yeah.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Immediately underway with some runs.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Wait.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yep.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Couldn't have played that any
Yeah.
better.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Just about timed that perfectly. There'll be runs here. End of the over. 7 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are 7 for none. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. Ali is quick to review this. It'll be interesting to see the outcome of this.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. Pitching in line, just a case now on if it's hitting the stumps. Nothing wrong with the impact. Would it hit the wickets, though? Ali has to go, ends up being a waste of a review.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
They've got to go without scoring. This is a real purple patch for the bowler. They've got one of the main batters out, LBW.
Drives and misses everything.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
End of the over. The Super Kings are 9 for 2. Misses everything.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Well bowled.
Misses out there on the short wide one.
Nice shot, runs possible. Nicely taken. Quick to latch onto it.
The big wicket is gone. Never really looked comfortable, and now they have to start the long walk back.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. That sees the completion of the over. A good one too, not many opportunities to score.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Loud appeal.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Gone, played all around it.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
The ball did just enough to beat the bat, and this innings has ended before it could start. Out bowled for a duck.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
Right over the top of it, nicely smothering the spin there.
End of the over. Beautiful bowling that just starts to build pressure on the batters. Quick onto that in the infield.
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Well bowled.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Into the gap. Nice shot. A
brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. And with that, they're off the mark.
Yeah.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Nice bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
That's the over. The Super Kings are 15 for 6.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Yeah.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Go.
Decide against the second way too late. I think they would have been well short if they had continued on.
Yep.
Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
Keep it then.
There'll be one run here for them.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
Quick.
Massive chance.
There was trouble for a moment, but these two are quick enough to avoid the run out in the end.
Beaten on the drive.
Oh, yes. Nice
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky to survive. Timing just a little early on that occasion.
The end of another over. This time, though, some more fielding changes are coming as the restrictions are lifted. The Sunrisers are now allowed 5 fielders outside the circle.
Way on.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Oh, yes. Nice bowling.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yeah.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep, yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Keeper.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yeah.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
No.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued.
Yep. No, no, no. Keeper.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yeah. No.
Malik ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
Good batting, get an opportunity to score and take it.
Keep it then. Oh.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep.
What a beauty. It's the in-swinging Yorker, the bat can't stop it, and the stumps are gone.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. This could be trouble.
Good running, it needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Oh, well ball.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
4 runs added there. The Super Kings are 28 for 7.
Wait.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket.
Well, that's the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
Yeah.
This could be out.
That's what happens if you stray a little down the leg side. Makes it easy to just glance the ball off the pads and score easy runs.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line. Threw the hands at it. Got nothing on the ball.
Yep.
They'll get at least 1.
No.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it.
Yep.
Big appeal.
Yeah.
Oh my, that's racing away.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope. Punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
Yep.
Sharma did very nicely out there on the boundary.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Absolutely nailed it.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Nice shot.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Yep. Go.
going a long way. What a shot that is.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Well placed. Should get a single. Straight to the fielder.
Well directed short ball. Did well to keep that down.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Super piece of timing.
Yeah.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Lovely. Looked a good slower ball.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Worked it onto the leg side and got some easy runs.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Solid partnership. 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yep.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Yep.
Trouble. Oh, gone.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Middle that one. Great timing.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
That is an amazing half-century. Just mammoth stroke making. Such an impressive stint at the crease so far. Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yep.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Good return there, back from the deep. And they're away and nicely off the mark.
End of the over. 15 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are 94 for 9. Malik from the north end.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. A couple on offer here.
Yep.
Power and precision in that shot.
No worries on that, to use a very Australian expression. Cut away with precision.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score. Nice shot.
Yep.
Runs possible.
Bowler.
$11 runs added there. The Super Kings are 105 for 9. Nice solid defensive shot.
Just slowing things down. Nothing to risk on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest.
Got right in behind it.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Pick the slower ball right away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Solid defence, very compact.
Got them playing defensively there. Really good use of the slow ball.
Yep.
Good work there on the boundary.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
5 runs added in the over. The Super Kings are 110 for 9. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the north end. Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Yep.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that. Good spot there, making it difficult to get away. Oh, there you go, a no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
They'll want to make use of the extra delivery. Time that brilliantly.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. Markram, the spinner, coming into the attack.
Misses out there on the short and wide one.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Right there. Yep.
It looked a pretty good delivery, to be honest. Umpire, though, has given it as a wide.
Tricky, well played.
Right over the top of it. Nicely smothering the spin there.
Digs out the Yorker.
That was a good slower ball. Picked up well, though. Got that defensive shot in. Nice and simple.
Over. The Super Kings are 125 for 9.
Oh, well balled.
Smothered the spin, played it well. Just slowing things down. Nothing too risky on that delivery. Just keeping the bowler honest.
Yep.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these.
Built some momentum for the team with this 50 partnership. Their team will be hoping now it can contribute to a very strong total.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Ballers in. Yep.
End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end. Misses everything.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on. Digs it out well.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Winner.
Doesn't
Yep.
beat the infield.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are 136 for 9.
Yep. Yep. Keep this in.
Yep.
Looks like it's all over. Just the 1 run needed, and the field needs to be in to stop the single. Score's now level, just 1 run needed. Only a batting meltdown could stop victory now. Just the one needed off this last ball. So much pressure to get it right, no second chances.
Doing well to clamp down out there. 3 consecutive dots and the batters have lost any momentum they might have had.
The Sunrisers found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards. All tied up in this match. Time for a super over. Nail-biting stuff. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Avoided the fielders, 1 bounce and 4. Fantastic shot.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Nice shot.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Super shot.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
A super over where they really struggle to find good areas with the ball. Boundaries a must.
Yes.
Big edge.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
didn't quite manage to get themselves in for that first innings. The bowler, with their tail up, will know it too. A good batter, though, and it won't take much to get going.
Through the hands at it, got it early, but enough on it to get 4.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. The Yorker does the trick.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Yes.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. It'll take a brilliant over to defend this. The Super Kings has a target of 13 runs.
That's a great win. It really did seem that first inning display had put enough runs on the board, and they've been able to defend it. Great bowling.
From all of us in the commentary team, I hope you've enjoyed the match. It ended up being very close. Hope to see you soon.